Coach, go ahead and give us your thoughts overall in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that we won. Obviously, we'll take the win, but I think that was probably one of our sloppiest games this season. I just didn't think we were locked in really on the offensive side or the defensive side. So I'm hoping that this was kind of a wake-up call for us, and we got away with the win, and we'll take the win, but we definitely need to continue to get better.
I guess, what was the message at halftime, and what was the key throughout the game, and especially the second half, that allowed for you guys to get the win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think we made a good run to start the third quarter that put us back up ahead, and then they kind of made a little run there. I think we just talked about at halftime, like, this isn't the team we want to be, and that we know we're going to get everybody's best game every single night, and I just didn't feel like we came into this game expecting them to come after us. I think we felt like, we're at home, like, we got this, and it's going to be a cakewalk. And I thought they played great. They wanted to win, they wanted to take it to us, and I didn't think we responded very well.
Coach, close game tonight. Congrats on coming away with the win.
Thanks.
What did you think about your team's ability to execute down the stretch in the pivotal moments?
I think there's some things that we definitely could have been better, but there was some big plays that we made, which has kind of been a staple of our team this season. Is that when we need to get it done, we get it done. But I still want to see us be good for 40 minutes. I want to see us. I felt like tonight, honestly, we took a step back in the direction that we're going, and I think they probably all feel the same way. It's funny. Winning is awesome. We love to win, but you can tell, after a game like this, like. We're happy that we won, but there's not that same excitement because we know we could be better.
Tamika, this was your third game back from injury and your first home game. You seem pretty comfortable out there. What is it like for you to be out on the court again in front of the home crowd and be a huge factor in this game?
I'm just really happy to be back, dealing with a nagging injury all season. Obviously, it's exciting to be able to come home and win in front of the crowd, like Coach Tracy said. I feel like there's a lot of things we could have done better, including myself, but it was exciting. I'm just happy to be back and be able to be a person that the team can rely on right now.
AJ, coming off the bench, you had 14 points and 4 rebounds. Do you feel like when you come off the bench, you are coming in to kind of be a spark, especially on offense, or do you just play your game regardless of whether you start or come off the bench?
Yeah, starting or coming off the bench, it doesn't matter for me. Like I said, I want to be that person the team can rely on, whether I'm playing 30 minutes, whether I'm not even getting in the game. I just want to be like somebody that they know they can count on to lift up the energy on and off the court, whether it's offense, defense. So, yeah, I think that's just what I was trying to aim to do today.
Shrita, you had another double-double. I think it's your third of the season, as long as I counted right. How important is it to you just to be a multi-asset guard with the team?
I think it's important. I like to contribute to the team however I can. I do think that it wasn't a very good performance all around. I think there was just a lot of things that could have been a lot better. But I mean, I want to contribute wherever I can. So.
Coach, so they were pretty physical down low, forced a couple of turnovers here and there. What did you see from them defensively that kind of made it so difficult for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, they played really hard. I thought they were physical with us in the post. I thought we didn't do a great job of being big on our seal. Like, we let them fight around. They had a lot of times they had help side, and I felt like we were kind of trying to force it in there. We felt like we were going to have a big advantage in the post just because of our size, and we knew that they were going to switch some things. And I think we need to be tougher, whether it's going to get the ball or finishing around the rim. Better decision makers. There's just a lot of things. I always say the turnover is two people. It's the passer and the catcher. Sometimes it's a terrible pass, and so that person has to take ownership of that. But, a lot of times it's, if it's in your area, like, you better go get the ball. So we just have to continue to work on that. And turnovers has kind of been one of our things this year that, we talk about before every game. Maybe I need to stop talking about it. Maybe it'll get better. But it's definitely something that hasn't been good for us.
Coach, the team went 13-15 from the free throw line tonight. How key was that to the victory?
Yeah, I mean, free throws are always important, and I think that's one of the things where, you're getting offensive rebounds. You can obviously draw fouls, but I also think we're pretty good at getting to the rim. And that was another thing tonight. I felt like we kind of settled for some pull-ups where we maybe had that lane to the basket that we could have got to the rim. I think in a game where you're not shooting well, you have to get to the free throw line. I do think we're doing a better job of being aggressive and getting to the free throw line, but I still think we're missing some opportunities. But free throws are important. I mean, it's free points, right? Like, we just have to, we do a good job, I think, of making our free throws, and we understand. We don't shoot a ton of free throws in practice. I mean, we really don't. So it's just one of those things that we're good at. They understand the importance of them.
Coach, won the rebound battle by a pretty significant margin.
Mm-hmm.
That's one area that I feel like the team has really done well with all year.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything about the play in the paint that you feel like we need to improve before this next stretch of WAC conference games?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Lizzie's coming off she hurt her ankle before our GCU game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, I have to give her props. Like, she played the GCU game, and like we really needed her. She stepped up big time, and her ankle was pretty swollen. So she's still kind of battling, and I was trying to kind of keep her on the bench a little bit today, but that's always been a staple for us, is rebounding. I mean, I think since I've been here, we've had some great rebounders. We pride ourselves on rebounding and getting second chance opportunities, and I think for us, we have to have those second chance opportunities. That's what helps us win games, and so it's something that we always drive home. I do think, there's times where if we're going to put Meg out on the perimeter, we only have one post inside, we have to do a better job of rebounding. And I think, again, today, like, when we settle for the pull-ups, that's great. We settle for the threes, that's great, as long as we have people going to get the rebound. And sometimes, honestly, a three that's a nice quality miss is a great shot for us, because Lizzie or Meg is right there to scoop it up, and I think Meek's got one of them too. So, those end up actually being great shots because you're getting the offensive rebound there right around the basket.
Okay. For Sharita, you led the team today in rebounds and in total points, if I'm not mistaken. So, building off of today's game, and you lead in those two categories, what's one thing that you want to see either yourself or the team improve on going into this road stretch?
I think defensively we need to be better. That was something that we kind of talked about after the game. I think offensively we have so many people on the court that are just capable of scoring, whether it's getting themselves open or us sharing the ball. But I think defensively we're struggling right now. I think it's been kind of the theme for all the games. I mean, playing with 7-8 people is hard. Like,
yeah,
you get tired, but I do think, like, going into the next few games, I feel like defense is something that we're going to need to focus on.
Coach, 8-0 in conference play. What is key factors going on this road trip to UTA and UTRGV, especially after SFA loss at home to Canada?
Right. I think, we can't look further than our next opponent, and we've talked about that all year. It's like the next game is the most important game, and I've even cut it down to the next 5 minutes is the most important 5 minutes of what we do. And so I think we have to understand that we have to be better than we were tonight. Obviously, you're playing on the road. That's tough. This is going to be, I don't know if we've had a 2-game road swing yet. So, we're going to be on the road for a while. So we just have to be ready to play and understand, too, that, like, the more wins you have, the bigger the mark is for someone to come after you. And we're going to get everybody's best. So we got to be ready to go.
Any final thoughts, Coach?
No, I just... I always thank the fans, and I think today I told these guys too, like, we have to give them a better show to watch. We love our fans here in Cedar City, and we're trying to grow the fans here. We want it to look like the men's game for every game, and so we got to do a better job of putting on a show for them. So just appreciate everyone.